Hello and welcome to another Raggy's Beers, Wines and Spirits review. Tonight I'm reviewing Cellar 7, that was invisible. Cellar 7 Spanish Rojo wine kit. 30 bottles in 7 days. Spanish Rojo is basically Spanish Rioja. A lot of brands aren't allowed to use the Rioja name because it's probably trademarked or something daft. Cellar 7, this I think cost me about 40 quid. No, well on here it's saying 30 something quid, so maybe it didn't cost me that. Cellar 7 kits are created from the finest European grape concentrates. It says brews in 7 days. I think with most kits I tend to take a lot of it, with a pinch of salt. Optimal brewing conditions, yeah, you'll do the 7 days. But the thing is always give yourself a little bit more time. Don't try and brew it too quick. The longer you do something, because obviously you want to make sure it's fermented. And the easiest way to check that is to get a long teaspoon, make sure it's sterilised, a bit of hot water over it. Open up the bucket like this bucket here. Open it up. Get after you've already put your finings and whatever in. Get the spoon. Have a sip. No, sorry, before you put your finings in. Off sleep. So after when it's fermenting rather. If you think it's the bubbles have started coming up, and so you take a spoon. And if it tastes really nasty sweet, then no, there's still sugar in it. Put the lid back down, let it ferment a bit longer. If it tastes like, like it's a bit dry, or as long as it's not sweet, then that's when it's time to add the stabilisers to stop the fermenting. And then after that you add the finings. It is a nice wine. Now, on here it says Rioja style deep red, full bodied with vanilla and oak. So you always love this where it says vanilla and oak. On this site, this is brewstore.co.uk. I like sites that actually give you a bit more information. Cellar 7 Spanish Rioja style red wine kit. Full bodied deep red with hints of vanilla and oak. A powerful but smooth red, perfectly balanced with subtle textures of fine-grained tannins. This wine making kit makes 30 bottles of wine, which you know that anyway. So, as always, using recyclable bottles. Open it up. And let's do the pour. Now, this is wine, so it's not going to fizz up. If it does fizz up, I'll be worried. I'm not going to drink the whole bottle because I want to do it. I'm doing another review straight after. Now you look at this. It's got a lovely colour to it. Don't know if you can see that on camera. The aroma, I can smell it from here. The smell. Yeah, you do get vanilla. Wow, that's actually weird, the red wine smelling of vanilla. Bit of the oakiness, the colour, the colours, it's like a deep reddish purpley colour. Oh, I brewed it 4 or 5 weeks ago now, and it's been left to mature in the bottle since then. And as with as with the more expensive kits you buy, like anything, you do pay for quality. They do produce, especially if you follow the instructions. Maybe brew it a little bit longer. Don't underbrew, slightly overbrew. It's a fantastic wine. get the aftertaste, you get the warmth that you do get from red wines, you know. Oh, and that really brings out, if you do that with, you know, put a bit in your mouth, suck it through your teeth, it really accentuates the flavour. And on a really strong wine, or say a port, you know, it can, you know, straight to your head. It's really nice. Ease of brewing. Cellar 7 wine kit, got all the instructions there. Because it's the kit it is, it's a £40, well, £30 kit, mid-30s. It's one of them you don't need sugar for. So you know that what you're brewing, you just add in your hot and cold water to get it up to the amount needed. Sprinkle your yeast on top, and bing bang bong. 7 to 10 days later, maybe even 2 weeks, if it's depending on what time of the year it is, how warm the room is. There are always variables, you know. Give it a chance. If you don't see it, you know, if it goes 2 weeks and you haven't had a single bubble off it, then it's time to worry. Sometimes though, I've had it, and I don't know what it is, Cooper's ginger beer, their yeast, every single time, put the yeast in, did nothing. And I ended up putting different yeast in, and all of a sudden, straight away, bubbling away. So, God knows what was wrong with their yeast. This beautiful colour, if you can see the colour on there, it's absolutely beautiful. I've tasted Campo Rioja, I've tasted the, you know, the Tempranillo, the Reserva, and also the Grand Reserva. This isn't Grand Reserva quality, that's 16 quid a bottle. But I would say it's on par for Reserva quality. You know, you could compare this to a £10 bottle of wine. So, very good brand. The shop where I bought it from, that was Creative Winemaking. I bought 5 kits all on the same day, just to spend some money. As you can see by whisking it round, I don't suppose you can see it on there, but when I went on the course, to say if you whisk it round, you can see like a film, and it's like they call it, it's got legs. I don't understand all the bits behind it, but yeah, I can see the film, and it's not watery like some wines could turn out. It's just a very nice commercial quality wine. The vanilla, I know the taste of vanilla's in it. Yeah, you do get the oakiness as well, and I suppose you get the, you know, the usual what you get in the reds. And if anybody's watching this and comments, since I've been drinking red wine, and I'm crap at pronouncing my R's and W's, I do apologise. Since I've been drinking red wine, my colds, I've got hay fever today, so that's why I appear bunged up. Since I've been drinking red wines, I've had little to no colds. In 3 years, probably 2 colds. And this is from a person that would have multiple colds over the winter period. So, you know, what they say goes. So, out of 5. Never going to give anything 5 out of 5, because if you do that, then you need something comes along better, you'd have to go 5.5 out of 5. So, never going to do that. But for me, definitely a 4.6. Very good wine. Very nice. I suppose there's variables how you can brew it. You know, you might want to put a little bit of sugar in just to change it, but no, you shouldn't need to on these kits. Bang on quality. Well worth the try. Oh, and I've got to put the lid back on the bottle, because I work tomorrow and I can't be going in work drunk. Thanks for watching.